You saved 5 break points and converted 3 break point chances. As always, you played really great in the most significant moments. How do you rate your performance?
Well, I would probably rate it as the best performance of the year. I would say, I felt very good on the court. Interruption probably helped me a bit more than him. Conditions of the training days in the last 3 days were different than what we experienced tonight. It was slower, and obviously because of the rain, it was heavier court and more clay. And I played one of the most athletic and quickest players that we have in the game, Gael. I know his game very well. I know that I have to always be ready that another ball will come back from his part of the court, that you have to constantly try to have a controlled aggression, so to say, and dictate the point. It was really close, I think, in the first set up to interruption. I saved some break points coming back. And when I made the break on 3-2, I felt a relief, and I started to play on a high level in general. And I think I was moving well, dictating with the forehand side, moving him around the court, and finding my serve. Also, the last few service games return. So, just generally very, very good performance. I'm very pleased, considering, that up to today I was not playing my best tennis in the few tournaments that I played this year, and still kind of finding my rhythm, finding my groove.
Hi Novak, Rema Boulel from AFP and Eurosport. You either get Dennis or Andy next. I'd like to ask you about Andy first. Have you seen much of him this year playing, and what do you make of his game at the moment? And then a few words on Dennis, please.
Well, I've seen a few of his matches. Actually, I've seen some of his match from last night with Dominic, and he's moving well. He's playing better and better. It's really fantastic to see, because he's an important player for our game. He's made his mark in the history of our sport by winning multiple slams and gold medals and #1 of the world. So he's one of the most important names that we have, and to have him still compete is great, and to have him even play at a higher level as the time goes by is impressive, considering the surgery and what he has been through in the last few years. His resilience and fighting spirit is really inspiring. So it's going to be a good match between the two of the guys. Let's see. I mean, I'm going to be ready for whoever. Dennis, I mean, for me, one of the best serves that we have in our sport. I mean, considering the fact that he's not as tall as maybe Opelka or Isner. I mean, he's got just super good serve. He can hit any angle. He's got the variety of kick, slice, flat. He's got really one of the best serves, I think, and he's very dynamic player. He plays with a lot of energy, and he's always encouraging himself, which is great to see. And he believes that he can win against the top guys, which is why he's top 10, top 15 for quite a while. And clay's probably not his most successful surface, I mean, in his career, but he's had some great matches. I think with Rafa, he's had some match points in Rome last year, so he's showing that he can play equally well on that surface. I mean, with that serve, with that forehand and really dynamic movement, he's an all-round player on all surfaces, so of course he's always very dangerous to play against.
Hi Novak, Juan Sarcos, Hispanic Pro Media. I want to know, comparing to your last match in Belgrade, which are the main improvement that you feel you had in today's match?
Well, it's hard to compare the matches. Obviously, here is altitude, different conditions. In Belgrade, I played finals coming off from three matches where I played long 3 sets, and I was physically a little bit exhausted and drained, and unfortunately in the 3rd set that was deciding factor to lose the match. But here, first match of the tournament, I had a a week, 10 days to get ready for this match and for this tournament. I've done everything I possibly can to build my fitness and also improve on all aspects of the game on the court, and I'm really glad that it paid off, because I felt good on the court. So it's the right process and it's the right direction.
Last one for you.
Novak, there was a time when the norm was that you and Rafa are always in the same draw, in the same tournament. But then this is actually the first time you both are in the same tournament since last year's French Open. So, which is crazy to think, I feel. So,
Yeah,
and of course I understand why, but for you, does the tournament feel differently when Rafa is in it? Do you perhaps look at the draw right away to see where he landed? Does it affect your even media commitments? Anyway, how does it affect you if Rafa's in the draw or not?
Well, of course it affects, because he's my greatest rival of all time, and you're right. I wasn't thinking about this, but we have not been in the same draw for a while, and things are changing. We have young players, and we're both trying to do our best to compete for the top spots of the world, and I think we're still going strong. So it's nice to see that.
Thank you.
Thank you.